Hey all you crafty people, I'm Leah with So Crafty Notions. I've been sewing for over 35 years, and today I'm going to show you how to use your Overcast foot that came with your sewing machine, so stick around. So today I'm going to show you how to use the Overcast foot that came with your sewing machine. A lot of people, they don't know how to use the attachments that come with their sewing machine. But this is going to show you how to finish off the garment that you work so hard on. So let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to the So Crafty Notions sewing room today. I just wanted to show you how to use the Overcast foot on your sewing machine. Sometimes people are afraid of trying new things on their sewing machine. They just stick to the basics. But I wanted to show you how to use this Overcast foot. It's super easy to use. It has this little, almost like a blade, but it's not sharp on the front of the foot that you put the edge of your material on. So it guides you. And then underneath, it has this little thing that it stitches over the top of on the top there, so it creates really neat stitches. My sewing machine has several Overcast stitches, I think about 4 or 5, but the one that I'm using today is this one. I just finished off the edges of my sample pieces. I really like it a lot. It's nice and neat, and it's tight, and it keeps everything, all the edges from fraying out. So that's the one I'm going to be using today, and I just wanted to show you how to use your Overcast foot. And one other thing I wanted to show you is this is all of the feet that came with my sewing machine, and if I was to put them in here with my tools, I wouldn't be able to find them very easily, and it's just a waste of time for me to try and dig in there when I can have them in something like this. I got this just at the dollar store. I think it was actually on the tools aisle, and it works really well for keeping all of my sewing feet in there. So I have mine in here in order. And then I have this extra pieces kind of along the seam guide in here. Now there are some pieces that came with my machine that are basically sewing presser feet, but I have them in here because they're just too big to fit in this case. And this is easily accessed for the stuff that I'm going to use every day, and this stuff I don't use very often anyway. So I wanted to show you that. But today we're going to be working with this Overcast foot. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my machine and show you how that works. So I just clipped it on, raising my presser foot, and I'm putting my thread in that channel there on the foot, and I'm bringing it over here to the left. So I'm just going to start stitching this, and you just go ahead and put this all the way up underneath where you can see the edge of the material there. And like I said, there's that little bar thing that you'll see in the middle of the stitch hole. And then you want your edge of your material right up against that little, it's not a blade, but it's not sharp, but it's basically, it's a guide blade. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I actually made my stitch wider in I turned it all the way up to the very highest one, so it's at 7, but I'm at the longest stitch length. It won't let me go anymore, and I like the result of that. It gives me a nice wide bite of my needle, and I think it looks fairly neat. This is another sample, and I thought it looked really nice, so I'm going to go ahead and start on this one. I'm going to back stitch just a couple stitches just so I know it's okay. Well, I'm going to keep my material right up against that blade. Now when I get to the corner, I'm going to stop just a few stitches away, and I'm going to leave it in that spot where it's to the inside of the edge of the material, because I'm going to lift my presser foot and I'm going to turn this piece of material like this, and it's going to line up perfectly with this guide on the foot. So I put my presser foot down and I'm ready to go. All I did was just turn, and I'm going to do this unstitched edge. It wants to not move off of that spot there. You might have to free it off of that little middle arm. Get a couple clamps just in case. I'm going to leave that right there. Hold that material because it's wanting to move. And we're done. So there's that. I thought it did a really nice overcast edge for my sample pieces, and it's super easy to use, so don't be afraid to use the extra feet in your sewing machine that come with it. Just look at your guide, learn how to use them. It's great tools that they give you with your machine when you get it. Well, I hope this tutorial on how to use the Overcast foot for your sewing machine was useful for you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up below and make sure to subscribe because I don't want you to miss out on any of the new videos. And hey, don't forget to stop by my store where we have some really cool sewing, embroidery, knitting, and crafting tools for you. Have a blessed day, and may your bobbin always be full.